Hi everyone, my name is NURUL binti Muawiyah. Today I will present the design of our project. So this is the name of our project, Change Now and Get Healthy. Okay, next the list of our group members. Okay, next the design procedure of our program. Step 1, determine behavior of goals. Assess issue and behavior of concern for audience in general. Based on WHO 2016, 39% of adults aged 18 years and over were overweight. Overall, about 30% of world adults population were obese. Meanwhile, 50.1% of adults in Malaysia were either overweight or obese. 30.4% were overweight and 19.7% were obese. Based on the NHMS 2019, people who have less awareness of their eating habits are generally more overweight, more anxious, and have higher levels of negative effect while they less control over their eating habits. Sheila Pindato Cucurella, 2016. Okay, next, assess issue and behavior of concern for specific audience. Most of the participants did not aware that their current eating habits have give impacts on their health. Most of them did not practice good eating behavior such as mindful eating because most of them did not pay attention to their food by always eating while doing other activities such as watching movie. Some of them prefer to eat alone and skip meals because of their lack of time. Okay, next, decide behavior change goal. Okay, our behavior change goal is to improve participants' eating behavior in their daily life. Okay, next, step 2, explore determinants of change. So, for perceived threats, not practicing a good eating behavior and skipping meals can impact their health in the future. For example, thinking of gaining more weight, binge eating, and prone to GIT problem. So next, for perceived barrier, they want to figure out solution to specific barrier to improve their eating behavior, such as restrict time, food choice, multitasking during meal times, and skipping meals. Okay, next, for behavior capability, they are not aware that their current habits can impact their health. Okay, lastly, for self-efficacy, they need to increase their confidence to practice good eating habits and reduce skipping meals. Okay, so we proceed with the step 3, selecting theory and clarifying nutrition education intervention philosophy. Okay, next, this is our theoretical framework. Okay, first, moderator focusing on two things, reference group, pressure, and socio-economic status. Okay, next, motivational determinants. There are two elements here, considering action and deciding on action. For considering action, perceived threats, learn about the impact of having bad eating habits, encourage them that they have to change their behavior. While for deciding on action, perceived barrier, show them that all the barrier can be solved with easy solution and they can decide to change their habits. Okay, their phase objective. For considering action, to increase interest and concern to take action, while for deciding on action, to facilitate intention to act. Okay, next, facilitating determinants, initiating action, behavior capabilities, learn relevant knowledge that can help the working adults to improve their eating habits. While for maintaining action, self-efficacy, participants have to have the ability and believe that they can adapt with practicing good eating habits. Their phase objective for initiating action, provide knowledge and build skills, while for maintaining action, increase self-efficacy for maintaining the change. Okay, all these elements are included in social cognitive theory. Okay, for the outcome, first, contribution to the healthy weight. Second, improve their food choice and preference. Third, able to restrict themselves for skipping meals. And next, exchange habit into practicing mindful eating. And lastly, to improve knowledge that bad eating habits can worsen their health. Okay, next we will proceed with the educational philosophy. As nutrition educators, believe that working adults are responsible for their health and have the capability to practice good eating habits in their daily routine, but they need the necessary understanding, motivation, and skills to control their behavior in today's fast-paced world. Okay, next, our philosophy is that the participants need motivation for them to control themselves by practicing good eating habits and mindful eating. We also realize that individuals need skills and knowledge to conduct the behavior. Thus, we are suggesting a compensatory model. Okay, next, the intervention is designed to guide the participant to increase awareness and enhance motivation in changing their behavior. Next, activities will equip them with knowledge that can trigger them to take full control of their own behavior through goal setting and self-regulation process. And lastly, the goal can be achieved by psychosocial determinant action that includes 4 components, which are 2 that focus on motivation and 2 that emphasize knowledge and skills to take the action. Okay, that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is ANUAL. Today I'm going to continue with the presentation for the step 4, which is indicating objective. For the general motivational objective, for the first determinant, which is perceived threat, the objective is to increase and enhance their knowledge toward the risk and impact of bad eating habits and skipping meals. Second is perceived barrier. The objective is to identify and overcome the barrier to improve their eating behaviors. For the general validating objective, the first determinant is behavioral capability. The objective is to increase their knowledge about good eating behavior and mindful eating, as well as to improve their ability to practice good eating habits. Second is self-efficacy. The objective is to enhance their confidence and ability to change their current eating behavior to better eating behavior. For the step 5, which is general educational plans, for the program title, we decide to use change now and get healthy. For the perceived threat determinants, the activity objective is to introduce about mindful eating and state the impact of the skipping meals and bad eating habits. The suggested activity is to give the educational talk on mindful eating to health and statistic of the obesity. Second is to provide scientific evidence regarding the impact of the skipping meals and bad eating habits using the infographic, a poster, and pamphlets. Second determinant, which is perceived barrier. The activity objective is identify barrier of the practicing good eating habit and eating meals on time. Second is to propose way to overcome the barrier to reduce their current bad eating habit as well as their skipping meals habit. Third is describe any easy and convenient way to have meal on time and practice good eating habits. The suggested activities for this determinant is group brainstorm about the barrier on the skipping meals through online group session. Second is a group brainstorm ways to overcome the barrier. And last is to discuss with the participant on how they can improve their eating habits. For the facilitating theory base, first determinant is behavioral capability. The objective is to describe how their continuously bad eating habit can affect their health in the future and also improve their ability to practice good eating habits. For these activities, it will provide infographic poster related to mindful eating and impact of the skipping meals. Second is to provide tips or a list of the good eating habits. For the second determinant is self-efficacy. The activity objective here is to develop a plan to enhance self-confidence in order to reduce skipping meals and assist them on how to practice mindful eating in their daily life. The activity is to encourage and support them to practice good eating habits and mindful eating. Next is planning metrics to outline the session for ease. First is excites for the determinant of perceived threat. The strategy is to provide information, knowledge, and understanding about mindful eating. For the specific objective, the participants will state the impact of bad eating habits and skipping meals. Second is explain for the determinant of perceived barrier. The strategy is to reframe perception of barrier. The specific objective is participant will describe barriers and ways to overcome bad eating habits and skipping meals. Next is expand for the behavioral capability. The strategy is to provide activity to increase their knowledge of good eating habits and enhance their abilities to practice mindful eating. For the specific objective, the participant will be able to practice good eating behavior. Last is exit for the self-efficacy. The strategy is to reframe perception of confidence to carry out behavior. The specific objective is participant will be able to apply the knowledge provided through the program sessions. For the step 6, which is nail down the evaluation plans. For the behavioral goals evaluation, the outcome is to improve participants' eating behavior in their daily life. The measure, the instrument use an eating behavior questionnaire. The indicator of achievements is a statistically significant increase in practicing good eating behavior compared to the before the program was being carried out. For the specific objective evaluation for the perceived threat, the outcome to measure is participant able to increase and enhance their knowledge toward the risk and impact of the bad eating behavior and skipping meals. The instrument is multiple choice questions. The indicator of achievement is improved score on instrument measuring understanding of the impact of good eating habits or mindful eating on health and disease before and after the intervention. The second is perceived barrier. The participant able to identify and overcome the barrier to reduce their current bad eating habits as well as their skipping meals habit. For the instrument is survey. The indicator of achievement is increased score on instrument measuring perceived barrier. For the behavioral capability, the outcome, the participants are able to increase their knowledge about good eating behavior and to improve their ability to practice mindful eating in their daily life. The instrument is multiple choice question and open-ended question and scenarios on good eating behavior. The indicator of achievement is increased score on instrument measuring knowledge and skill about good eating behavior practices. Next is self-efficacy. The participants were able to enhance their confidence and ability to practice mindful eating in their daily life. The instrument used is survey, scale with response of 1 to 5 on how confident participant feel about practicing good eating behavior. The indicator of achievement is improved score on instrument measuring self-confidence, desire, and ability to practice good eating behavior. Next is process evaluation. First is process components. First is, did you complete all the first week session? The method is observational checklist. The sample question is, how much of the lesson did you complete? Second is, did you follow your plans? Method also observational checklist. The sample of question is, which activities were complete or not complete? Next is audience feedback of the program. The method is feedback survey. An example of sample question is, how much did you enjoy the session? And do you have any suggestion to improve the programs? That's all. Thank you.